So yeah, let's have a little look. What is this? No, the people on time. There we are. Right. Oh, we got Michael. Hello there, Michael. Good morning. Bore da for yourselves, and it's prynawn da. Good afternoon for ourselves here in Wales. Yeah, hope all is well. Great to have you with us, and hopefully this will be of interest to you. Right, I got one design on there. This one, what we're doing, I thought we'd have a bit of fun. Somebody sent me a design. I've just realised I'm going to have to drill holes in one. Which one are we going to drill holes in? One of the cats. Probably that one there. So I'm going to put that one side. I'm not going to cut that one out. Yeah, somebody sent me a design. Oh, we got the carver as well. Hello there. Hope all is well. We've managed to start relatively on time. So let's have a little look. Are we... One of the cats. Yeah, I can hear myself as well. So that always helps. Right, so we know the comments are working. We know we've got a few of you with us as well, which is great. Yeah, somebody sent me a design. And I thought it'd be interested to come up with something based around it. What it was like bears and they were all interlocking. And I thought, that looks like a bit of fun. So I thought I'd demonstrate it using cats and dogs. I've changed the design slightly on what the original was, but I thought it'd be a nice little design, something different to demonstrate. And that's what we're going to go through. The one thing I'm thinking through, I don't know whether we'll do it as like either a fridge magnet or hanging Christmas tree sort of decorations. So what I might do is to ask Thomas the Woodcarver. I'll leave this one and I'll do it as a fridge magnet, and then I'll ask Thomas the Woodcarver if he can drill holes in the other one so you can see it as a hanging decoration as well. So there we are, that's what we're going to do. I got my new mask. This is working out really well, certainly saving, although it's a bit dusty, certainly saving the amount of dust that I'm breathing, and the main thing it's saving is my eyes as I'm cutting out. I've got a blade. We had a busy weekend, so I had extra hours. We had a few people in from all across the US, in fact, and they kept us busy, which was very good. And they bought a few things, which is brilliant. And so I was trying to replace some of the things that we've sold. Feeling a bit overwhelmed, but it's my own fault. Oh dear. Oh, sorry to hear that. I hope you get back on top of it. I know the feeling. It can start coming at you from all directions. So yeah, I do understand the feeling with that. I hope you're being, sounds of you might be being kept busy there, which is a good thing on the other side of it. But yeah, we'll have to have a catch up soon as well. We haven't spoken to you for a little while, and it's always good to catch up. But for now, let's get on with cutting out the cat. We've got 3 layers stacked together using the CA glue as well, and I've gone back. I'm using that packing tape. One thing I sometimes forget to show everybody. But here we go. What I'm going to do is the method. We're going to cut around the outside initially, and then we're going to work our way through to separate them from one another. But I thought it was a bit of fun. Let's get cutting. Thomas the Woodcarver's walked in with a cup of tea, which is great. Could you do me a favour? Could you drill those holes? I've forgotten to do them at the top with the cats and with the dogs as well.
You really need that to be drilled at the top?
I'm going to try it with and without, and we'll decide which one's best.
Oh, so you've got some.
So that one I'm cutting without it, and that one I'm cutting with.
Right. So
Okay,
you
then.
want, okay.
There we are.
Okay, if I mark
Oh,
them,
Gabby's there as well. Hello, Gabby.
if I mark them,
Yeah. Brilliant.
so you know which ones you want to drill. Just that. Just those two like that.
1, 2 like that, and then the same on the cats. Brilliant.
And what size drill?
If you could slightly around about, no, the size we got in there'll be fine. I'll just have to work around it afterwards.
What's an eighth drill?
Yeah, that's it.
You sure you don't want the small drill?
No, because I'm thinking we can use them as a hanging decoration.
Right, can I squeeze past
Yeah, you carry on there. Hello, Gabby. Hope all is well. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, so I'm going to carry on cutting. You can see our preparation, how it goes, where I'm asking Thomas Woodcarver to do it now. Well, I had it all prepared, but I just forgot to drill the holes.
Here I go.
So when we're doing a project like this one, yeah, what I'm trying to work out, see, I'm going to keep it super glued there. So we got that bit of glue sticking the layer together there and on the bottom layer as well. So the last part of the process will be coming back around there and freeing it all away from each other. So for the time being, we're going to work our way around the top here, because that's one place where we got it stuck together. Another place is just by here on the side. So that's what you're always working out. How do we keep it together, the three layers? I may put, bear with me 2 seconds, I'm going to get a bit more CA glue. Better safe than sorry. I'm going to put a little bit more CA glue just around the side of here, just to give us a little bit more strength. You know, I know there's different methods of holding it together, but that's one that I find is quite effective, is the CA glue. A little bit accelerant. I've always got to be careful where I put my mask. I've got a terrible tendency to squirt the CA glue straight in my mask, which I'm not sure is the healthiest thing to do. Right, let's get back onto it. Any thoughts and any question? Oh, hello Mark. All good here, hope you're all good as well. Yeah, good result yesterday, good performance, but not sure about that Australian team. What was that? Yesterday I was given a block of wood for carving, by the way, of a friend who was a friend of a retired carver. Brilliant. Fantastic. What wood did he give you, Michael? Sounds good though. Right, so this is the point now where we look to, oh, what do we got? Some basswood, butternuts, tupelo or tupelo, I'm not familiar with that one. All the other ones, yes. And geluton. Mahmoud wildlife carver, he retired at 90, wow. Years young, his eyes are bad now. Oh, well, fair play to him, sounds great. All of those are considered excellent carving woods. The only one I'll have to ask Dad with that one that I'm not familiar with is you got in there tupelo or not familiar with that one. All of the others, yeah, all what are widely regarded as easy carving wood. So yeah, great. Some great offcuts you've got there. Right, just to go back to this one as well, what we're going to do, we're going to try and come round there and then we're going to separate our two cats away from each other, and then the last bit will be to free that piece away from there. One thing I'm a little concerned of is as we come down there, as I free it there, I'm hoping that this cat, I don't go and break it where it starts jumping about. Fingers crossed, let's see how we get on. Hello, Paul. Hope all is well. Who wasn't? He had won a room full of awards over his career. Fantastic. Congratulations. Oh, thanks, Gary. Tupelo, Mississippi. So there we are. Birthplace of Black Tupelo. Right, I'm interested in this. Is also widely known as right, black gun. Okay, yeah. Other common names include sour gun, right? Pepper Ridge tobacco. There we are. Oh, I thought, Mark, I just seen the last bit there, Mark. I thought, wow, fair play. That is some cracking knowledge, I thought there, Mark, on the wood front. And then you spoke at the end saying you just Googled it. Right, so yeah, it is familiar, just by different names. That's what it is. That's what quite often what you find with it. Fantastic. Oh, I think we'll have some fun carving those. there we go. We have got... Oh, hello Marty! Hope all is well with you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, great to have you with us. So, there you go. Those are our cuddling cats. And now we got to have our... Where are they? Where's Thomas the Woodcarver? Put them for me. Ah, I'm looking straight at them. So we've got our cuddling cats, just like so. And now we're going to have our hugging hands. There we are, so we're going to cut those out. And this is the thing, when I'm doing these things, maybe you realise, maybe you don't, but you're kind of figuring things out as you go along. One of the nice things as well, we're doing stack cutting and stuff like that. So we've got quite a few lighter coloured woods here, but one thing we could do, see, with them is to swap it over and have the contrasting colours. So that's another little idea. And in terms of, you know, what reason I've done this, I find that cats are a really popular item that we do. Right, one thing I've got to watch out for. Ah, yeah, no, it is. It becomes obvious which ones go with which. There you go. So we can go 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 1, 2. Just like so. I'm going to take them over as well onto the bench, and I will show you how to carve them. I'm going to cut out, I'm going to cut out first of all though the dogs as well. But the idea, see, is that they can either be a Christmas decoration, something like that, or a hanging decoration. So we'll have a few little holes. That's why I asked Thomas the Woodcarver to drill those holes in the top, or we can turn it into a fridge magnet. Yeah. I like the idea. It was my neighbour, he sent me, it was bears, like a family of bears all hugging each other. And he said, could you make me one of these? And I said, I tend to do my own designs. I'm just looking at it. I've saved the button up for making powder horns. Brilliant. I might start a little of that again if I find the time. Fantastic. Oh, sounds great. That would be nice. And can I assume scrimshaw on the horns? Yeah, absolutely. So he sent it to me, my neighbour, and I thought, I like that concept, I like that idea. Let's turn it into, let's use dogs and cats so we can have an original design, something different, and then also something original, something different, and it's my own design, so I'm always looking to do that ideally. Same here at times, I had to look up Jelly's. Yeah, that's one I'm more familiar with. But the one, yeah, I just knew it by a different name. Right, let's get cutting. Yeah, so same again, we're sort of figuring out our method as we go along. I've got to tidy up a little bit on that one because ideally as well, I don't know, we're going to have a little think in terms of hanging, hanging these, because ideally, where I am there, I'll try and take the tape off so you can see. Oh, I won't take it off yet because it'll make it more difficult to cut out. But ideally, I'd like a bit more wood between that hole and the top. Do a little bit. So, fantastic. Brilliant. Good stuff. Yeah, fantastic. Right, I'll tidy up these little bits and then we've got to work our way around separating the designs away from each other. So, let's continue cutting. So we've got that last cut that will free the three layers away from each other. One thing worth noting, I'm working with the Nikwa Pebeco blade. I know, I'm not sure, I think Dad is finding it good as well. He's been using it recently too. This one is just about ready for changing. I find because we're cutting out such thick hardwood now, I find this a really good blade for that. So yeah, really useful one if you're looking 4 different blades, either that one or the Nikwa Speed blade. And in terms of this project so far, so good. Happy days. There we are. I tell Thomas O'Carver, because I said to her, see, if we were a big like company and we were doing marketing and all that sort of thing, you could call them cuddling cats and hugging hands. What do you reckon?
I don't know where hugging hounds.
You don't like that?
Cuddling cats, but hugging hounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could have our collection of cuddling creatures. There you go. Right, let's take it all across the bench. Let's do some
Bit of a twist, I suppose.
do some carving.
Hugging hounds.
There you go. I'm gonna come in on that bench there, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Now, hopefully all going well. Test. Yeah, I think we're still okay with the microphone. One week it didn't work properly, so have I changed it over as well? Oh, you're still on the scroll saw. Apologies for that, everyone. You should be on the workbench now.
There we are. I'll remove myself now.
There we are. We'll swap over there. Yeah, I like it when we have a project like this one. You have a little concept, and it's nice doing it then, just to see that sort of come into fruition. So far, so good. But we will see from here how it proceeds. And what I'm going to try and do now, so we'll have, let's have a little look. So that goes in at that sort of angle there. We're just going to work it all out to try and get the shape, a nice shape we want on the eye. And this now is just adding a little bit of extra detail.
Can I have your opinion, please?
What's that?
Do you reckon they're good enough? Have a look at the finish.
Okie dokie. So this is, here we are. Whoop, nearly dropped that one. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah.
If that's
So you can see all little,
if I oil those now.
simple little items. Yeah. So what you've done there, I'm guessing 2 coats of shellac.
Yeah.
Wow, good stuff. 2 coats of shellac and then oil it on top.
Right.
Yeah, I think that'll be fine. How are you, Sammy? All good? Good man. Right, so what we're doing then, we're just creating, I like the names Cuddling Cats, and they sound great. Thank you Mark.
That's yours, Dave, there, right?
Brilliant, thanks for that.
Behind you.
Fantastic. So, the way I've drawn it is with a line there, but I don't think I'm going to do that when I actually carve it. I think I'll carve the ears down a little bit to add a bit of detail. But other than that, I think I'll try and keep it a little bit more simple. So what I mean by that is for the ears, we just carve that down like that. Just carve into the edge there. I know I'm carving towards myself and I shouldn't, but it saves me having to turn everything around. What I find as well, see, we're always looking for different projects for the workshop, items to sell. Cats and dogs, always popular. So if you've got things like we do a lot with the paw print, that's a popular one. We do our cat coaster, but I'm always sort of looking for simple little themes and ideas that we can use. Let's have a little look. Just take a little bit of the sharpness off there. What I'm trying to do, I don't want to go and make too much work for myself because I want this to be a relatively affordable item. I've got a price point in mind. This is something you're always working on. See, whenever you're working on a project, have a price point in mind, and sort of go from there. Really. I'll ask Dad now, Thomas the Woodcarver, any thoughts for this? Price-wise, where we're going to try and hit for this one?
What is it going to be?
It's difficult, isn't it? Well, this one here is probably going to be a coaster.
Oh, just a coaster?
That's a coaster. Fridge magnet.
Right, fridge magnet, I understand.
A pair of fridge magnets.
Well,
and then
straight away, a fridge magnet maximum is going to be £10.
Right.
Okay?
Okie doke.
You know, you're going to have a job to sell a fridge magnet in quantities then.
It's a pair of fridge magnets, this one.
Okay. So I mean, if you were doing one, it would be $4.99.
Yeah, so you could do one. I think that'd be fair enough. Basically, for the pair together, I was thinking £10. That was what I was looking for, the amount of work involved. That's what I was hoping as a return on it. But we shall see.
This is where, you know, I come in and ask you, do you think this finish is good enough?
Yeah.
Because
if we can save a bit, an extra coat.
You've got to put an extra coat on, then you're looking at time factor.
Yeah.
You know, that pushes the price up.
Yep. Something we're very well aware of at the moment is trying to have plenty of sort of budget items, would you call them?
Yeah.
Budget-friendly items.
You're enjoying doing that.
Oh yeah.
You're enjoying, it's a novelty item.
It's something we haven't done before.
It. So the price is very important, but
at the same
enjoyment is more important.
Yeah, and I where I enjoy it as well. Apologies as well. I'm holding that in the way. Where I enjoy it, it's something that is something new to show everybody as well, which is nice. It's nice to be able to share something new. Oh, I tell you what we do. Look, we make them proper cat size like that. What do you reckon? Bum bum like that.
Good. Yeah.
Happy days. Right, and then to finish off the one cat, all we need to do, we need the mini one. Where's the mini? Oh, that's going to be annoying. There's a little tiny V. It's a tiny V. Ah, yeah, that's him. That's the boy.
You got him?
There we go. We got a mini V gouge. Like that. One there. One there. And then just a little bit of carving for the claws. Just like so. For the wheat.
I mean, there's a thought for you now, Dave, because the ones I'm doing, I'm polishing a robin.
Okay.
I don't know, it's just going to be a decoration.
Yeah.
It might be a little bit of a thought.
Yeah.
At some stage, a bird with a cat.
Well, I got all sorts. I'll be honest with you, the other idea I had in my head for this was to actually have the one cat hanging off, like the tails. You understand? The one cat hanging upside down, and so the other thing you could have is like the cat trying to catch the bird. Just fun little things. The biggest problem I have, and this is me telling everybody the absolute honesty, and this is when it comes to our YouTube channel, is that I don't get time.
Oh yeah.
That's the biggest problem that I've got, is that we are so busy in so many different ways that getting time to do things is a real challenge.
Yeah,
we had a busy weekend, so which is we're really grateful for.
Yeah.
We need to be busy.
We need it.
Absolutely, but that is the thing, is that when you are then busy, dice could be a 2-piece puddle for a toss. Yeah, absolutely. Don't see a choking hazard. Looks large enough from here. Yeah, and the other thing you could do, you could scale it up. Yeah, a nice simple little 2-piece puzzle. What you could do is take the design, put it into like we have like a printer scanner is what we use for the workshop, and then just change the scale. You could enlarge it. You could turn it into a bigger version, and then, as you said, hey presto, you've got a little puzzle. I'll just go around this way with it. I'm gonna ask Thomas the Woodcarver, are you there? Did? Ah, I called him Thomas the Woodcarver. He doesn't respond to that. I do indeed. In a minute, so everybody can see this. Once I've finished carving it, if you could take it in first of all and sand off the paper for me, and any sharp edges. There we are. One of these as well. I might take it across to Simon, because it was him who originally gave me the inspiration. That's what happened. See, he sent me a thing. People see things on the internet and they say, "Can you make this?" And I said, "Well, no, because I didn't design it. But more than happy to design something."
Oh, you got a long way to go yet.
Yeah, we got the other cat's face to carve. Yes.
Give me a shout when you're ready.
Interesting thought on the puzzle. Yeah, and the other thing as well, I suppose you could add extra elements to it and make it more elaborate. I thought it was a lovely concept. Don't know where he found the design, but when he sent it to me, I thought, yeah, we can have a look at doing something for you. Absolutely. And so this is the result. Sometimes get asked that. See, where do you get your ideas from? Where do you get your inspiration from? Answer: anywhere, everywhere, and all in between. There we are. Right. So we got the others. We just bring that round a little bit like so. And then same again. Turn it around. So we get those sort of cat eye shapes. Bottom of the nose. And we go round like so. Whenever you're doing a project like this as well, you sort of get on the live streams quite often. You get our exclusives. And so, yeah, anything's going to go wrong, you're going to see it firsthand. Thankfully, so far, so good. And then the other thing then, as you're designing through, you're thinking, right, how can I make sure I got enough strength? That sort of thing. There's a few whiskers. 1, 2, and 3. And then same, just a little bit of detail for the nose and the mouth. top of the nose as well. Used to have a program here. Mark's probably seen it. I don't know if it's still on. I haven't seen the telly I don't watch a lot of telly. On that front, that's why we had a busy week, because I think we were on television, so that's what happens. People see us and then they're all contacting us. Yeah, there used to be a TV program called Ready Steady Cook. And I guess what we do is it's a similarity in a way, where it's sort of ready, steady make, ready, steady carve, ready, steady scroll saw. Start off with that and then, yeah, go from there. There we are. Ed, could you sand that one for me 2 minutes?
The car's ready.
Car's ready. Oh my goodness, it's all happening. Here we are. If you could sand that quick for me, that would be fantastic.
Just the one?
Just for everyone to see.
Yeah.
Just sand it over just a little bit on the soft sander.
I got me going for the car now.
Brilliant. Oh, it's all happening here. We got the car. Our car went in for MOT, so it's all good, all passed. So that's good. Right. So first thing, same again. Working on the ears. This time though of the dog. Just like so. So we're just going to shake that round a little bit. Got to do both ears. And then the same, the other ear. Just like so. There we are, Dad's finished on the sander. So we can bring that one back in for everyone to see.
Okay.
Brilliant, thank you, Dick.
I'm taking too much off it, it's just...
Right, so we can put the detail back on.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you found my... Was that... Or did you bring that with you?
It was on the floor in there.
Well. I looked and looked. Yes, look at that. I cut out a shooting star and I had 5 of them and I thought, well, that can't be right, because I make them in 6.
Right, we're going to put the card in.
There we are. Brilliant. Right, so the one cat... There we are, and that now brings it to the right level. So you can see we've lost a bit of the detail, but we'll sand it, we'll carve it all back round, so that'll be fine. We can sort it out from there. Okay. Same again with the... There we are, right. And then what happens as well with doing things like this is you start to try and judge, you know, what's more viable for the future. What takes longer to carve, what takes longer to cut out. You're trying to make those judgments in terms of as a product to add to the workshop. So far so good with both of them. I can see us reproducing them if they sell. Now what we're going to have to do, let's use a gouge like that one there. Just to shape the ears down. Yeah, I can see that as a very simple jigsaw. We'll have to see what you've got in the mystery bag before you make anything. Yeah, I mean, we're always sort of on the lookout. We'd always, you know, people send me different things and I'll look at them and think, oh yeah, I can see how we could take that concept and adapt it. Because I'll be honest, I'm always a bit thing in terms of, you know, copying designs. I'm a bit thing about that. I'm not keen on copying stuff. I know I've done things like cartoon carvings and stuff like that as a bit of fun. That's mainly as an idea to show people who might be interested in having a go at carving, teach them a fun way to get into it. So yeah. Right, so carve that bit down like so. There we are. Same again. Okay, so both ears we can shape a little bit. Oh, we got something on one of my... Ah, there we are. We had a comment there from Phyllis, who is somebody watching one of our other videos on the channels. I know the video that they're watching, where we demonstrated carving a seahorse and something else. But I one of our older videos, but a popular one in fairness. One of our older demonstrations. Right, let's have a little look. Okay, so from here, we're going to do the nose. So we go across the top. Around the sides. Right, I'm with you, Mark. I am with you, yeah. There we are. Yeah, that's what they used to do, is see what they have. They'd have a load of ingredients, and then each time they'd come up with a different recipe, a different idea. It's a bit like what we do. I sort of sit there and think, well, what can we do that's a bit different? And when I got sent that picture, I thought, that'd be different. Some cats and dogs cuddling. And with this as well, the other thing you could do is you could have a cat and a dog cuddling. Okay, so just a little line down that one, and then one there, and then we got 3 dots. So we need our spike. We go 1, 2, 3, and then same again. 1, 2, 3. Now the interesting thing, as I'm doing this, the only drawback with this one, with this concept, there's a fair amount of carving involved. So yeah, that does push. It doesn't make it an absolute, things like our Christmas decorations, I can get through them pretty quickly when it comes to the carving. But this one, you got to work for it. So it's not an absolute, when you start looking at that, where are we up to? We're just about the hour mark where we're making these. And I know it's the first time in demonstrating and things, but we're about an hour mark, and we're up to about, we're around about 2 that we will have carved. So not an absolute, oh yeah, definite great product. More work in it than you would probably hope. But there we are. This one, so you could do as a hanging decoration. You've got to be careful, that bit there is moving quite a bit. The weaknesses in this one, and that's why I've made it fairly thick, is where they interlock. That's the weakness in the design. Okay, so on to our other dog, the face. So we got 1, we got the one eye there. We would have the other eye next to it. Then there's the nose just below. There we are, just bringing that round like so. The wood as well we've used here, we got some sycamore by the look of it, and some mahogany. That in there like so, and then just a little line below it, and then 2 more with the gouge. I think what I would do with these, because it's not a complicated carving, to sort of speed up the process, I would sand off all the paper and do all of the sanding before I carve them. So that would speed things up a little bit for us. There we are, and just a little bit around the outside there. There we are. Just a little bit of depth for the eyes. And then some full stops with the spike. Inside those eyes, 1 and 2, and then we go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, and 3. There you go. Simple little carvings, a little bit of fun. I'm going to go back over this one here. So that's the last little bit that we're going to do. I go back over the, there you go, so you can all see. That's our dog design. That will have to be sanded down. Putting this one back in the vise. Just like so. And recarve what it is, where Dad has had it on the sander. It's just taken off a little bit extra. That happens. So carve it all back down a little bit deeper. 1. Put all those markings on. The other thing as well is if it does work out where it's taking too long to carve, the other thing you can just do is to just do stop cuts instead of like all of the detail as we've done. So that would speed it up. So you're not having to do all of that stop cut work. So you're not having to do all of the depth, because that's what you find quite often takes the time, is where you're putting the depth on it. And another little idea would be to do them in batches. So once you've got that carving in your head, you know, you go repeat the process. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Let's have a little look. Yeah, just going to bring that out there. Push it down. Like so. And getting rid of the paper is what I'm doing as much as anything with it. Same with this one. Push it down. Just like so. Same with there. 1, 2. And a few lines for the eyes, re-establish where those eyes go. And then again, re-establish where you cut. And that. Oh, a few more little lines here. Just like so. Here we are. Michael likes the hounds. I think my favourite might be the cats, but I like both. I'm happy with those. I think that'll be a nice new line. And once I get used to the method of carving it all out, I think they'll be nice little ideas. So, hopefully that's interesting. Thank you all for joining us. Yeah, we'll all have, I hope you all have a great week. You're still feeling the carbon out? Yeah, that's it. Once you've done 3 or 4, I'm sure the time will be by 15 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. Yeah, exactly. And that's the point, is that you are still feeling it out a little bit. And I think once I'm not having, you know, because like the cat there, see, I had to carve it twice because it being put on the belt sander. So once we can get over those few little hurdles, I think it'll be a good idea. There we are. I'm going to take the cats. I'm going to show it to my neighbour when I get a chance, because he was the one who came up with the idea with that picture he sent. Thanks again. Thank you all for joining us. Yeah, hope you all have a great week. All going well. We'll be back. We'll be back next Monday with another live stream. For now, though, I'm going to move that camera just across and refocus it so you can see a little bit of a close-up. Those there. Yep. And I think it'll come down to a lot of it with these, if you're a cat lover or a dog lover. There we go. Simple little idea, but always having fun with what we make. Thanks again. Hope you all have a great week.